Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Manta Ray back in Space Engineers for Reconomy Lite, episode 22. We are moving along, back on schedule again, mostly. A couple days late in the scheme of things, but we're doing all right. Last episode, we were starting the new carrier plane, but we have run out of iron, so somebody has to go and get some more iron past all these dangerous signals. So we're gonna go and do that next. We had expanded the weld pad out pretty significantly. I'm thinking, depending on how things go, how much iron we actually get, I may end up just kind of filling this all out. I know that the welders should have some gap between them, but just testing with build vision with the sphere, something's just not working right. So I think I'm probably just gonna fill in all of these empty spaces, especially around these pods and stuff where we would be building with welders, just so that we don't have any gaps in the build. For the most part, it's been pretty good, but these pods, it's not working out. And partially that's how they're built, because they come off the wing at such a low level and then have to be built up. We may just have to eventually flip the plane and then weld those up ourselves, but we'll try to see what we can do best we can. We also had the great suggestion to put a sensor somewhere over here so that these welders turn off when I get too close to them. That is brilliant, and I should absolutely do that. So we'll get to that. First thing, though, I believe is we are going to take the miner, and we're going to head off to get some iron, because that's where we're going. So we'll get that started and basically get this moving as fast as we can here. Alright, and away we go. Line up with the iron, which is over this way. And away we go. Lock that gyro in place and locked. Beautiful. Come with me and you'll see so many ember stations. Probably should try to avoid that. This is why I want to avoid the drag. Good gravy. Oh, that could have thrown me literally into the ocean. Oh, that would have been bad. Yeah, I don't see any drones. That's the plus side here. I just see stations for right now, which is good. I feel like there were drones before, so I'm glad I only see stations right now, because the last thing I need is for drones just to pop up out of nowhere. Okay, and I think I slowed down this way a little bit, kick off that gyro, and then I can turn this way a little bit. There we go. Why am I always mining in the dark? What is the deal? Why do I never sleep ahead of time? It's already 8:20. Like, I could have slept and this whole thing could have been bright daylight. Anyway, I hope everyone has had a good week. I know mine's been pretty good. It was interesting trying to get Reconomy Lite recorded again. On the one hand, I was like, yeah, I gotta keep up the steam, I gotta keep it going. And then on the other hand, I was like, I just recorded Reconomy Lite. Maybe take a week. But no. Scouting outpost. Ugh. Yeah, I can see. There we go. Okay. Here we are. And we're in. Man, that would fit like a glove. Okay, we're going up, looking good. Oh dear, we're angled very strong to the side. What happened? And so close. There we go. Should be full. There we go. There we go. We're full up and ready to go. And how much are we looking at here? Iron? Let's see, 8.11k, 481, 27.4. Oh, we have so much. Oh, we're good. Okay. The respawn pod is this way. There we go, and we're on our way back home. Turn the lights out. we're all set. Well, that was a fast trip. Not to jinx myself or anything, but... Alright, first thing I'm doing when I get home is taking a nap. Go, angle up, and 9, thrusters off, and charge. And F.
Fuel
Beautiful.
critical.
Time for a nap.
Fuel critical.
Beautiful. So much better. Alright, so that should take all the ore and drop it in the refinery. And look, it's crunching through all that iron. So, the next question is, how is our stockpile coming? Looking good. Alright, time to get back to business. There we go. And then there should be maybe one more spot. Let's see, I added extra welder there, so now there's all 3. That should hit all that space, and then there's the 2 there. That should hit everything there. Alright. Let's kick it back on, I guess. See how it goes. Okay. Ready? There you go. There you go, and that's exactly kind of the distance that we thought it was going to... Oh, okay. There's the next row. Beautiful. Oh, that's the end of the wings, isn't it? Wow, the wings are already done. Probably should take a look at the back. Make sure everything's working just fine back here. Oh yeah, looks great. Oh, wheel could not be placed. Oh no. Wheel could not be placed. Oh no. If it's a distance to that thing. Nope, I think it's the wheel in front of it. I think it's upset about that wheel. Ah. Yeah. Oh man, the lower pods. Well, I sure hope this works out. And this thing is just getting taller and taller. Look at the size of this plane. Wonder when we get to that guy's support beams. Oh, they're pretty close actually. There you go. Now this is starting to get built. We gonna go all the way up? Probably not. Nope, not all the way, but kind of. So that's mostly complete. Just the tops need some attention. All we gotta do is add the hatch on the back. Alright, that solves all that. That's the whole rear of the plane complete. The antenna doesn't look finished. There it is. Ooh, that is bendy. Alright. Coming down. Welders are off because they're way out of line. Well, that might actually grab. Probably not, but... Let's see, and they're gonna touch... Oh! Never mind, I don't even have to worry about it. Do some spot welding.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Fuel critical.
Go.
Full.
There we go. All the parts back in. Yeah, we need to just fly something up there. Where's the welder ship? Well, the ship. Let's just change out that grinder for a welder.
Inventory full.
Dang it. Okay. Let's see. Welder. we go. These saw steel tubes, apparently. Didn't expect that. Go, and then let's just put all my steel plate and stuff in there. Right, that might be everything on that one. Look at that, there's all this interior space. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to, I guess, start placing okay. There we go. I've now placed that on there. Alright, now I need to put the stuff back in the welder. And we're almost done. Beautiful. Got it all. Okay. Let's set this guy over here for now. And then let's look and see what we need to do. It might be time to finally drag this out. There you go. Those are all in there. Ah, the antenna needs some attention.
Fuel critical.
What are the chances I can walk this? Oh, I can. There we go. And here's inside. I want to eventually put out some engine space in here, but right now it's just got a little bit of cargo, and that's really all it needs. Now, the hope is that everything is connected appropriately in here, or that it's set, the limits are set right. And they are. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, everything looks good. Alright, well, that's that. Go plug this guy in, I suppose. The plane is ready. Just needs to charge. Before we do anything, we are going to want to probably fly this guy down, I would guess. Yeah. We don't really have enough room to build a runway, because you'd have to turn around. I mean, this is kind of a sharp drop off. So if we had enough room for him to back up and then glide off, maybe, but it seems like an awful large investment in steel. I hate to do it, but do you think we could just fly him off the edge? Alright, let's give me some space here. Then we could put some hydro tanks in there. Not just tanks though, but engines is what I meant to say. We'll put some hydro engines in the sides. Because originally I had some in the cubbies, like up in here and on either side of the cockpit. I want to get him down there because then I can get him filled. But as soon as he leaves from up here, all my construction capabilities leave. There it is. Just landed. Yeah, right now we're in a good way, but I'd hate to run those batteries too hard and then lose them. So these go up to the air vents up top. There's the... So it's got a lot to be desired for the interior, but it's definitely got work that can be done. Yep, I can load it up in here with a bunch of tanks. And put some fuel in here. We can do a good job. Door shuts, opens. It's not airtight because of this back door here, but the small mini miner can fit right in here. And we actually had a really good comment from somebody, from Larson, and he commented and asked about the turbines. He said, have you considered, because of what I was saying about last week with them giving thrust in the wrong kind of at the wrong angle, he said, have you considered putting them in line with the wings? And I was like, no, I actually haven't. I still haven't, but maybe we may try that if if we need to. Basically, with this plane, what I've come to find out with most of the planes is that it's speed. A lot of it is speed and drag and everything, which of course makes logical sense. But basically, what you end up doing is if you blast these at maximum speed, you tend to pitch up and cause a bunch of chaos. If you lower them to like almost like 25% or lower, you fly, you keep altitude, but you level out really well. So it changes how much load you've got and so on and so forth, but we're going to see what we can do. We're going to do the best we can. So I think the first thing I want to really do is see if I can't fly this plane with all the magnesium to the new home. Or no, don't touch the new home, sorry, to the station. 55.64 kilometers away. Be a nice maiden voyage of this plane, you think? Probably get away with it. Take a nap and get it loaded up. I don't think it can do it on that alone, so I am going to have to outfit it with some hydrogen engines, which I think... Here's my power production. Oh, I should probably do that, is set my parking brake on. Oopsie.
Fuel critical.
Alright, let's see. Hydrogen engines. And I'm curious, why can't I... Oh, see, that's got to be there. Okay, so that's that. But after that, I feel like we could probably put a couple engines or something. Let's see here. I didn't see any power production stuff. Where's my... Oh, there's hydrogen engines right there. 2 engines there. And let's clear this out here. Okay. And then up here, we left most of that intact, which we can still do. Let's just... How far back did it go? Right, 1 block ahead. There we go. And then over here, we'll place the luxurious. There we go. And then we'll start working on tanks. We've got some big batteries on this thing, some like full-size warfare batteries, but it won't hurt to have some supplemental power. There you go. Alright. Now we just need walls of tanks. Let's see, what's actually the best place to put tanks? On the floor, maybe? And just stack them all. Oh, that's a good idea. That is not a bad idea. You do 1, 2, 3, 4 in a stack. We'll do 8. And then we can just do conveyors. Beautiful. And these are going to all get painted, by the way. These aren't going to look like this forever. And there we go. Beautiful. Alright, like I said, I'm going to paint all these. But next, I need 8 conveyor junctions, small conveyor junctions. Alright, now that's all that. Now, the only thing we need to do is connect them to this side. Yeah, I think we put maybe a conveyor here. You know what? Let me actually see if this needs to be a conveyor. That can be a conveyor right there. Alright, here we go. So we got that guy. We'll run that all the way across to this. We'll run these together. Okay. We'll run piping all the way across. Beautiful. And then we'll run some pipes down as well to weld all that up though. And then we'll run some pipes straight across here. Beautiful. And then I guess we'll put not a... Oh yeah, we could do a T-junction here. Look at that. T-junction next to him, and then this. Then we'll do a single curved. Boom. There we go. Now he's in there. Can't actually weld that anymore, which is why I waited on this side. But there you go. That's everything you need. Boom. Got them all. So now, in theory, all these tanks are connected to these engines. All these tanks are connected to these engines. These are now connected to this side, which is connected to this side. And then also to the main cargo and to here. Perfect. Ah, so perfect. Charge off the plane for a little minute. 1 day of power. Oh my goodness. Alright, my thing should be on. So if I turn my thrusters on and kick them like way forward, we'll back out 40 minutes. It's not the best ship of all time, but it's pretty great. That's a lot of hydrogen storage, and that's power generation. And then there's a lot of batteries down there. So the way this ship is laid out is this whole bottom section is a layer of buoyancy. So it is an airtight chamber. And then this is an airtight chamber. That's an airtight chamber. And then the same on the other side. There's an airtight chamber under the wing and one in the rear. These keep it balanced in the water and add more buoyancy to the rear. And then this is just like the main buoyancy area, just to kind of keep it on top of the water. It works great. It takes some effort. I have to use a gyro to angle up. I'm not sure if it's here. It's not on here. I usually put it on the second bar. But basically you have to use a gyro with an override to do a pitch up, basically, because otherwise you cannot lift the nose, up high enough when you're on water. But this can take off and land on water without, serious chaos. So that's a plus. But anyways, okay, so this is all connected. That's all good. This is all connected here. I just got to repaint these, paint the back door a bit, and then well, in this case, we're going to take our first flight without the miner, I think, because we're going to take a flight down to deliver the magnesium. So that's all we'll really have is magnesium, some food, stuff like that, just to fly all the way down, and then we'll take our brand new ship on an outing. Whew, man. Alright, so now for the rest of this, we do need to be able to get some hydrogen to this thing. So we've got the boom arm down there that we may need to use, but I don't think it'll be available at that distance. So we may have to set up like a piston on the dock and stick it out, and then we can connect that way. I'll have to see. The idea was to have some sort of boom that we would connect, but we'll figure it out. Let's take a nap real quick, and then let's see if we can't back this thing up. Because right now it doesn't have any fuel capability. Oh, that's it. Maybe we should do that. While I'm sleeping, let me think about this. I'm going to dream about it. Maybe we should set something up when it comes to food generation. Or, sorry, not food generation, fuel generation. As it stands right now, we have to be fueled. There's no way for it to collect its own fuel from the water, even from ice. If we just threw ice into the system, there's no way to collect it and convert it, because there's no O2 gens in there yet. So maybe, just as a failsafe, we should add one? Does that make sense? Should we add an O2 gen? Just in case? Just in case? So the only place I can really add one is not here, because then I can't get out the door. It would have to be in the rear. But that is going to get in the way. So I can't crawl under here anyway. Maybe I put one right here. Maybe put it on its side and then run like a conveyor up or something. Maybe. How's that look? You think that's gonna work out? That might work out, yeah. And then we'll just run some conveyor tubes down here, maybe. And there you go. Now technically there's no 2-gen on this ship, which is great. What we don't have, though, is a collector. And my guess is we've only got the big collector, right? We got the ejector, the connector, and then the collector. But at least in this case, I can grab ice and I can throw it in the system and it will work. Now let me jumpstart the system if I needed to. I could charge the batteries a little while before I go. Yeah, that's better. It's better than nothing. A collector would be great because you could collect ice from the water, but I can't. There's nowhere to put a giant collector on this boat, ship, plane, thing. You'd have to put it like underneath. Which I suppose you could do that. Oh, I suppose you could do that. You could put a collector on the very bottom of the boat and just pipe it straight up. That's not a terrible idea. This is the middle. Let's just go through. Oh, there's some gyros in there. I think it's a 3x3, unfortunately. So I would like to put it here. But if it just pipes directly up, then it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's stop and think about this for a minute. I think the collector... Yeah. Oh man, don't tell me that's gonna fit perfectly. I do want to see how this looks. Oh, look at that. It's airtight on all sides except that side. Ah, perfect. Oh, okay. Well, that is kind of perfect. And I'm pretty sure on the back, isn't it just like a small connection on the back? Or is it a big connection? Oh, look, and it can hide under the... Oh, this is perfect. It's a small... Oh, perfect. Oh, man, this is absolutely perfect. Look at that. Brilliant. I mean, it's pretty good. Ooh, I need that food that I was making. The tofu. I never got it. I was gonna make some tofu soup. I never got around to it. Tofu soup and pie and apple juice. Yum, yum, yum. That's tasty. All right, here we go. That's good enough. Okay.
Fuel critical.
Now, I assume I'm going to need to place some... It's going to be an incredibly short throw. We'll back her up as far back as we can go. Okay. Here we go. Alright, batteries are charged. Oh man. Thrusters up to maximum. Okay. Alright. Thrusters on. And 3, 2, 1. Release brakes.